Hey, fellas, I'm gonna give you guys a taste of what I'm working on. I'm working on a communication manual for you fellas because you guys have asked me a lot of times, how do I get a girl's life story? And I try to tell you that, I'm from the right brain world, so we speak differently. When I say take a real and active interest in her, that's, how we talk. But a lot of you guys come from the left brain world, you want, A, B, C, D. So I'm going to share with you just one of the many techniques that I'm going to be putting in this book. I hate that word techniques, but hopefully it will help stimulate you guys to your brains to becoming more interested in a woman that you meet. Because that's the main thing. You want to take a real and active interest in her and her life. So you want to ask her about her, basically. Questions, about her, dealing with her, and all about her, because that's what getting a life story is all about. So get out a piece of paper and a pencil. I'm gonna give you guys 4 things you can ask right now to engage a woman in a conversation today. Okay, and this is just from one of the techniques. Okay, I'm gonna have about 50 of them in there. All right, I'm gonna break this down to 4 parts. Okay, and asking her about her. Now, you got to remember that I'm not from the ghetto. I'm African American. A lot of people think that I'm from some kind of ghetto or some shit like that. But I'm from a middle class, lower middle class, military family. I didn't grow up on the streets. Never been in a gang. I don't believe in gangs. That's some stupid shit. I won't even go into that shit. I didn't carry guns with me. I don't sag. That's some more stupid shit. I didn't wear my clothes backwards when certain people got my race to do that kind of shit, testing out their control over us. So I came from a lower middle class background, and I hunted educated white women. Okay? Now, if you're a brother in the ghetto, this ain't gonna work for you. Because what is we used to call them chicken heads. What's a chicken head doing with their life? Probably nothing. So, but if you're hunting a educated sister, these will work very well. Okay? Series of questions you can ask. First one, what do they enjoy doing? That's a volatile question. You're taking an interest in her and what she enjoys doing. And you can find out a lot about a woman, what she enjoys doing. Like if she likes making, let's say, beadwork, necklaces. That's something she could be very proud of, and you take an interest in it, it shows that you're really interested in her. Okay, I've seen some women create some very creative stuff with just beadwork. It's fascinating to me how this stuff has been around since the beginning of time. How women take little beads or shells and put them together and make things out of them. That's fascinating. You got to learn to get out of your heads. That's the basic thing right there. It's getting out of your head and focusing on her as an individual. Number 2, what kind of things have they done in their life? Now you're looking for their accomplishments. And also, these were my criteria because I'm looking for women that were more successful because they had more to offer and bring to the table. Again, being African American, I didn't try to date chicken heads. Okay. So when you ask a woman, what kind of things have they done in their lives, if they've been, educated and they're pushing at their jobs, they've probably accomplished quite a few things. And women love to talk about it. Okay? Again, that shows you're really taking an interest in their life. Now, you don't just do an interrogation. I'm going to teach you guys how to relax and chill out and have just a conversation. So you might say, so what do you like doing? That's it. And she might say, well, I don't know. What do you mean? Well, what do you enjoy doing with your free time? And then that's where you uncover, I like making beads, or I like old movies, and I like old movies too. I like black and whites. So if she said I like old movies, I'd say, well, which ones have you seen? Have you seen Casablanca? What are your favorite old time actors, and why? So I could follow that train of conversation and branch off into all these other things. Okay, that's how you hold a conversation. Number 3. What did they do today? Yeah, simple question like that. So what'd you do today? And by the way, that's a very volatile question. Let's say she's working at a company that's downsizing and she had to fire somebody, or she had to watch one of her friends get fired, or there's some drama going on at work. It gives an opportunity to talk about it. Okay? Because again, women love to talk. It's like crack to them. They're crack addicts for conversation because their conversation centers of the brain are more developed than ours. That's why us guys, we have trouble with this. We got to learn to engage our conversation centers in our brain and match them on their level, or at least be able to match them to be able to ask some intelligent questions. And that's what you're really doing, is just asking some simple questions and being an active listener. That's a good conversationalist. Just learning how to listen. And number 3 actually goes on with number 4. What'd you do today? Well, what'd you do last weekend? Oh, I went to the club. And really, how was it? Simple questions like that. What'd you do last weekend? Oh, I live in California, so I drove to Mendocino, and that's on the ocean there. I'm thinking about driving there this weekend. That's why I mentioned it. It could be anything. I flew to Seattle. Really? That's my hometown. What did you do up there? Do you have relatives up there? How was the flight? How was the weather? Did you guys get those hand searches when you went through? So these things I would ask. Did they pull you aside and search you and fill you up? How was the landing? How was the flight? How was the stewardess? How was it, sitting on the airplane? And I hear a lot of people get colds from planes. Did you get a cold? And I'm just talking about the plane now. Okay, well, she touched down. How's the touchdown? Really? Did you guys get through baggage okay? Or was there any problems? Did you guys catch a cab, or did someone pick you up? Where'd you stay? How was the weather? I haven't been to Seattle in years. Where'd you go while you're there? By the way, these are questions that will engage her to allow her to talk for minutes at a time. So those questions I just asked, we're looking at maybe 15 minutes of conversation, 10 minutes at least of conversation, okay? Just by what I'm going to teach you how to split something apart into separate threads of conversation, okay? But it starts with taking a real interest in her as a human being, okay? So that product will be coming out, and I'll let you guys know when it's done. I'll be working on it this weekend, and hopefully I can get it finished within a week. Peace, fellas.